It's one of our first videos about website design and some website design tips. So websites are important. Your loading time on your websites is important to overall ranking of your site as well as keeping people interested in your website. If people come to your website, there's usually around a 2 to 5 second window that they're going to look at your site, and they're going to determine if they want to continue on the site or if they want to bounce back and search for something else and go to another site. So it is crucial that you take advantage of these first few minutes or first few seconds, I should say. And this is why having a quick loading website is essential to having a good performing website. So when you are designing a website, there are some best practices to adhere to, and one of them is where you put your CSS and where you put your JavaScript. Most websites these days, they're dynamic websites, and people are using CSS on a regular basis as well as JavaScript within the site to add a little bit more functionality and performance on your site. So with CSS, you want to keep your CSS near the top of your coding, and the reason being is that when your page loads, you don't want the CSS to load after the content is loaded, and it might not work well with the look of your site. You want your site to ideally load exactly the way that it's been designed to. So this is a good reason why to keep your CSS near the top. The JavaScript, you should work with JavaScript, keeping that closer to the bottom or as close to the bottom as possible. And the reason being, once again, is that JavaScript it's a code that runs on your browser, and if your website is calling various JavaScript libraries, or it's running code, and if it encounters any kind of issues with the code or it gets hung on any of the code, this will prevent the rest of the site from loading, especially with Internet Explorer where you come up with JavaScript errors. So this is just something to keep mindful of, as well as if you're calling different JavaScript libraries on other servers, external websites, and you're calling it into your page, you want to keep them at the bottom as possible as well, because your load time of your page will also get determined by how quickly those JavaScript libraries load. These are a couple tips about when you are designing your website, what to be mindful of, and how to make sure that you are keeping your website optimized and quick loading, and the reasons why you need it to quick load. Thanks a lot for watching. We've got some really good tips coming up in internet marketing as well, so please subscribe, and we look forward to any comments or questions you may have. Thanks again.